Come hang out.
Hello and welcome back to Becoming Enchanted. We are live from Cryptid Halloween. I know you're looking at nothing but empty chairs right now, but we have some guests coming on to speak.
I can do
we have Nicole from Open Portal Paranormal coming here to talk about her experiences, what she does, all of the things that have to do with paranormal. She has some equipment she's going to show us. So those of you who do not participate or been in paranormal investigations, she's going to show you some things that they use and some of the places they've been and some of the things that they're working on. And I guess her reason why, everything that's on there. So we will be live shortly with her and maybe one of her members of her team. We just haven't seen him yet.
He's hard to hunt down.
It's Bigfoot and we can't find him. We're looking for the Bigfoot.
It's hard to hunt down, and he's part of the team. I need him.
I know. We need the Bigfoot.
Where's Bill Rigsby when you need him?
I know.
Where are you, Bill?
Is that? There's two Bigfoots here.
There are two Bigfoots.
So
here.
I'm not sure which one is Dave and which one is not the tall. They seemed very similar size.
Dave's the one with his beard hanging out of his costumes.
That one looks like it has a little belly on it, and Dave doesn't have one of those bellies.
Belly, no.
So I'm not sure exactly. Are you waiting for him, or do you want?
I don't have to. We can start. I mean, if he comes, he comes. If Bigfoot decides not to show up, then that's
it. And Nicole has prepared a little speech, so she is going to give that speech, and then I'm going to jump in and we're going to talk, and I'm going to ask some questions. So I am going to hand it over to Nicole right now. And you guys enjoy.
Okay. So I am Nicole with Open Portal Paranormal. I'm going to talk about my favorite thing, which is ghost hunting. If you look around you, every building, every town, every road we travel has a history, a complex, messy, emotional human history. And if you believe the story is the science or even just the whispers, sometimes that history doesn't just fade away. It stays. It might even walk the halls. I'm here today to talk to you about ghost hunting. Not just the flashing lights and the spooky noises you see on TV, but the genuine curiosity in the search for answers of one of humanity's oldest questions: what happens after we die? For centuries, our interactions with the unseen was rooted in fear, superstition, and pure faith. Today, we trade the candlelight and the seance for EMF meters and digital recorders. When I, as a paranormal investigator, walk into a dark, allegedly haunted space, I'm not just looking to get scared. I'm working a case. I approach it with specific methodology. We always start by becoming historians. We look at the location's past, the deeds, the accidents, the tragedies, and the people. This gives us a baseline for what kind of energy or what kind of intellectual entity we might be dealing with. We set up our instruments to track environmental anomalies. We measure electromagnetic fields. We monitor temperature fluctuations. We use high-definition cameras to watch for anything that shouldn't be there. We are always trying to disprove the paranormal first, rolling out drafts, pipes, or electrical wiring. Using tools like a spirit box or EVP sessions, we open dialogue. We're not talking into the void. We are asking targeted questions and try to get a response, a whisper, a name, a confirmation, to capture on audio that no one else heard in real time. Our goal is simple: to capture anomalies, data that we cannot explain by any conventional means. We're looking for the single undeniable piece of evidence that says, yes, something is unexplained happening here. Now let's talk about what the journey is really about. The name of my group, Open Portal Paranormal, reflects a core belief that some locations, through intense emotions, energy, or unusual geographical makeup, can act as a conduit or a doorway between our world and whatever comes next. But beyond the equipment and the theories, ghost hunting is a deeply personal experience. It's the moment the air drops 10 degrees right in front of you. It's hearing a clear, distinct "get out" on playback when the room was silent. It's feeling a gentle touch on your shoulder when there is nobody else in the room. These experiences change your perspective. They challenge your view of reality and remind you that the world is far more mysterious and layered than we tend to believe. We may never have definitive proof for the scientific community, but for those of us who stand in the dark to get a response, the question is already answered. We will continue to seek and document and share those stories, because whether you're a skeptic or a believer, everyone has part of them that hopes there's something more.
I love that. And I think that the passion that you were showing in that speech and why you're here, like, did you have an experience? Is that like, what brought you into the paranormal?
I've had experiences as a child. My grandparents' home up in upstate New York, my mother and myself have had paranormal experiences there of kind of eyes peering over the end of the bed. There was a pink room and it had clowns, and I've actually seen clowns like fall off the shelf. Terrified of clowns now because of that.
Yeah, not a lot of people like clowns.
No. So yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of paranormal experiences, especially when I was a child. As you get older, I think sometimes we kind of lose that if you don't just continue to hold on to it. And I'm trying to open myself back up again.
Yeah.
As an adult, you know, I kind of lost it a little bit, and now I'm going to all these different places, and I'm experiencing all these different things, and it's very interesting. And the people that I've met along the way have been amazing.
And that's absolutely, it's the community. It's the community of it. And I think that's what I got out of your speech, is talking about this. You know, whether you're a believer or an unbeliever, we all want to believe that there is something else out there.
Yes.
Besides us. Oh, there's something after death. There's something beyond that.
Yes.
And I think it's a very powerful. It's not just to be scared, like you said.
No, it's a genuine curiosity. I think humans have this curiosity for things that we don't understand, and we want to try to find any way we can to disprove them or prove them. It's human nature.
Absolutely. Oh wait, there's a Bigfoot. Is that our Bigfoot?
That's not our Bigfoot.
That's not our Bigfoot. I
can't tell. No, that's not our Bigfoot.
That's not our Bigfoot. No. Still looking for the Bigfoot.
We're still looking for our Bigfoot.
We found one, but it's not ours.
Yeah.
So we're looking for our Bigfoot, apparently. The one that belongs to Open Portal Paranormal. That's your team.
Yeah. Yeah. So our team is myself, Nicole. We have Dave. Some of you know him as Snarly. Randall, who is our camera guy and investigator. And then we have somebody on the back. I don't know if she wants me to really say her name, but she's our editor, and she really helps out a lot and incredible. She also does Magical Hour Creative, and she helps our community so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
An amazing person.
And I think you were talking about, like, you take on a case. You want to do this we are historians at first.
We are.
And we want to know the stories and the history of the things that are out there.
Yes.
I know how I feel when I walk into a place in a building that has this energy to it, and like, you can almost imagine the stories and the people walking through and all of the energy that went through that place. Do you have experiences like that where you can walk in a building and feel?
I do. I don't like to say that I'm like a medium or clairvoyant or anything, but I get feelings of emotions when I walk into places, and I can't explain it. But I definitely feel and understand emotions.
Oh, you pop in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like an emotion of a building. Like, if we go into like Wildwood, there's a slight feeling of sadness to me when I walk in there, because there are people who went there that were sick.
And it's because of the stories.
And it is. You hear the stories and you realize, just like, you know, sometimes these places just hold a sadness.
It does.
There's very, very little of them that I go into and I'm like scared.
Yeah, I think I've had a couple experiences. I'm not scared going in, but being there, something happens to make me scared.
Yeah, and
has that happened to you?
I'm a very jumpy person as a whole.
Are you a screamer?
I'm a screamer.
I am. So if we ever investigate together, beware. You know,
you're going to hear lots of screams. I am very jumpy. We were just setting up.
Front facing on her.
Yeah, I'm front facing. We were just setting up earlier, and Dave like popped up behind me, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I know. I walked into there's a little haunted house here, and I walked into that knowing what was in there. I knew who was in there. No,
but you still got jump
scared.
But
it still did jump scares.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it still screamed.
Same.
So, do you have an experience like that really, like, what is, I don't want to say worst, but the most scariest experience that you've?
I really have yet to have a scary experience. I think my most memorable experience that I've had was at the Bel Air house.
Okay.
Emily Davis is their, spirit. We actually, Mike Mowry, a friend of mine, had an SLS. And for some reason, I am the only person that does not show up on an SLS. I'm completely black.
You don't show up on an SLS?
Every single time. I have not shown up on an SLS. Every single time he's put it on me.
Oh, wow.
But you saw a little girl holding on to my leg. What would have been my leg? Because I was just black. It was just
But black. Then a little girl, like, right there.
You saw a little girl holding on to my leg.
Oh, wow. So For those who don't know what an SOS is, I'm assuming it's really hard to show them what it is.
I don't even have an SLS
Can
right
you
now.
explain a little bit what an SOS?
So basically,
SOS is
if you've ever played Xbox and you've used a kinetic, you you hook it up to a tablet or a laptop and it'll show like stick figures of where a spirit's supposed to be, or like even just a person. It'll show you as a stick figure.
Mm-hmm. And I've had some experience at Booby's Brewery. Have you ever been there?
I've never even heard of it.
Your team needs to go to Booby's.
Okay.
Okay. And it's Bubes. It's not Boobies like Boobies. That was his last name, Booby. But I had an experience there with one of the spirits in the house, and I know sometimes with the SLS, it will pick up it'll pick up humans as a stick figure. It outlines our bones, so to speak, or it'll pick up a chair or something.
Yeah, you get like some of them have like temperature. You can kind of see.
Yeah, so there's other ways to like determine whether that stick figure is just an anomaly that we can't explain, or if it is a spirit and if it starts interacting with you.
Yes.
Like you said, you had that little girl and you could tell she was down there. And Boobies, I had that same experience where I asked the figure to dance that was on the top of the stairs.
Oh, those are my favorite.
And she started to dance, and I was like, okay. So I felt like it was more legit.
Yeah.
And that. And I think that's, you came with some equipment.
I did.
And to talk about different equipment and stuff like that, like our equipment is what we use. Like that's how we find out this evidence. And I don't know, you probably were at your booth, you couldn't be here for Gwen's, but she talked about research and researching Bigfoot, where a lot of times the evidence is inconclusive. There's really, you can't, but with paranormal, sometimes we do get more
answers.
conclusive and get answers for some of that equipment. So what is your favorite piece of equipment that you use?
So I've got a bunch of new stuff actually.
Okay. Let's look at some of it.
I'll just show off some of my new stuff because I'm super excited.
Yes.
This is a laser grid.
Okay.
Super excited. Very high tech, very fancy. I feel fancy.
Uh-huh.
You might not be able to see it. Well, you can.
You can see it. Yeah.
But if an energy spirit walks in front of it, it'll bend the light or block it out. So that's the laser grid.
Yeah. I do like a laser grid. That's a nice one. It's not a Temu laser. Oh, that's a nice laser grid.
That's an Amazon laser grid.
It's not like them $3 Temu ones.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
So I don't know. Can you see that on the camera? Not really. Can you see it on the TV?
No, probably.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it literally is just, I'm going to come up and see if I can
show it better.
See, it's a laser grid and it'll shine and I'm right in front of here. It'll shine all in front of the wall. So when a spirit walks through, sometimes you can see that bend of light. I know I've had experiences with these before as well. So.
Cat balls, same thing. They light up, which
go ahead.
Cat balls, they will basically, if they're touched, they'll start going off. They have lasers in them. I mean, it's pretty simple. EVP.
Oh yeah, that's probably my favorite.
So you ask a question, you wait like 15 to 20 seconds in between each question. And by doing so, sometimes you'll get screams, growls, answers back. I have had screams and that always trips me out.
Yes. I think one of my most conclusive evidences was on EVP at the orphanage in Gettysburg. And I got children singing, "We're bad." And like, it's midnight and there's no one there but like 3 of us. So.
Wow. This is the K2.
Well, we got a lot of equipment out. I think
when you get close to a phone, it's going to go off. But basically, it lights up whenever a spirit's in the room and you've got energy.
And so K2, to my understanding, it's a EMF reader, right?
Electromagnetic field.
Okay, electromagnetic. Yeah. So it picks that up, and there's some theory that ghost spirits give off electromagnetic. I mean, it's energy.
There's a lot of electricity in here right now, so you have to be very wary with that because if there's electric in a space, it's always going to go off.
Yes, it is.
These are my new favorite thing. I actually had Snarly made these.
This would be the perfect time for him to jump in. Yeah.
Where's my Bigfoot?
He is.
Yeah, he's going nuts.
If you see any questions up on there.
Made these. They are ghost pods. Basically, it'll start going off as soon as something comes near it. and I love them. I'm so excited. I have 3 of them now.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm gonna need one of those, Dave. Dave, if you're watching and around here,
She needs one.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Love them. He is working on making me a music box and a dead bell right now.
Okay, dead bells.
Yes.
Yes.
So music box, basically is literally just a music box, and if something walks in front of it, it'll start to go off.
Mm-hmm.
And then dead bell, same idea. Is the the ghost pod, is if you get in front of it or touch around it, it'll ding. Is that Dave?
No, there's people smelling my candles. I have a booth set up here with my candles, and my cameraman is actually also my helper, Jason, and so we're running back and forth trying to, like, when we see people at the booth smelling the candles.
So I think my next, like I said, those, and then spirit box. I want to get one.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing the Estes method, and it's
Me
basically
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a sensory deprivation basically.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You blindfold yourself, you kind of meditate, and spirit uses your body to like communicate to people through the spirit box.
You know, you can do. I have done it without because as a medium, you know, I do get spirit messages. I believe we all have the ability to talk to spirits, and we all have intuition. That is my person. Like, we can all get to where we can talk to people. It's just part of our human nature. It's part of our divine part of our human nature. But you can do that. Like, since you are intuitive, shut off the senses, put like just white noise in your ear through like your earbuds or whatever. And then whatever messages come through your mind,
you can just
through your mind's eye, and be like, oh, I hear this name, or I smell this flower, I see that. And as your team is talking to you, you'll see correlations there too. You can do it without a spirit box. I don't think it's called the Estes method. It's called something different, but
yeah, I've heard about it. I've also heard about like the ping pong balls on your eyes.
The Nouveau.
The Nouveau.
Oh, here we come.
There it is. Here
We see the man of the hour.
The man of the hour.
The man of the hour is coming. Oh, come back. Oh, okay.
Hop along.
We will share a mic, or
this is my baby member.
Yes.
Do you want to?
There you go.
Clippy.
So we should be able to hear all of us on these mics. Since I only have 2
I'm in
mics,
the middle.
and you have and you're right in the middle. So and we're right on the beard. We were just showing off equipment.
Your
ghost pods. Your ghost pods.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to need one of those.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to need one of those.
Okay. For you, I'll give you a bargain. $1 million.
You know what? I'll write you a check later. Okay.
I actually have 6 more in that I'm going to convert real soon.
Okay.
I'll bring you one. Maybe I'll get it to you next weekend.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I will see you next weekend. So Dave, you are actually a cryptid zoologist.
Cryptid zoologist. I'm into cryptids. Yeah, I didn't. It's a loose term, but I did a lot of reading up on cryptids, studying cryptids. Yes.
Yes. So, and then you somehow found your way in paranormal.
Well, I was always interested in paranormal, but I spent probably about 2 years trying to work with a paranormal team, and one thing or another, I could never get a team to work with me until Nicole actually offered me a spot, and I jumped on it.
Yeah. Because when we met, I was into it, but I didn't have a team. So it wasn't like, but so I think it was meant to be that you guys.
That's what he keeps.
That's what I say. I felt like I couldn't get a team because I was meant to be on this team down the road. It's just, I've got so many things, and I'm not going to leak it out, but I needed a paranormal. I didn't realize it at the time, but I needed a paranormal expert on board to help me study, that understands this stuff, to help me study parts of the story
I'm putting research that you're doing.
That I'm
that somehow I was doing at the same time.
Yeah, and you've expanded my research all the way to another state where I need to get you tied in with my end of it.
Yeah. So we are all working collaboratively, collectively on a research project that we all have, I guess, somehow connected to in different ways, and found out like, oh my goodness, we're all like into this. It's coming. We're not mentioning anything what it's about, but you will start seeing some stuff soon, and hopefully we'll get that out. So.
Yeah. So I was always interested in like cryptid stuff, and I was like, oh, then I met him in February, March.
Yeah, March.
And we like became best friends from the get-go, and now here we are.
Yeah, she was very abusive.
I was not abusive.
when
She loves me. She loves me.
cryptid and ghost collide.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of very similar in the way they look and hunt and search and stuff. And I love it all. I'm weird.
Yeah.
I like the weird.
We're weird.
I embrace my weird.
We're weird. Weird is cool, man.
Yeah.
We actually Gwen's speech or talk lecture, she was talking about research, but researching the elusive Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And how like it's scientific, but then you can't really call it science because it comes down to like you can't get that hard evidence. With paranormal, we can get a little more of that evidence, but it's still it's the unknown.
Yeah.
It's the wonders of the unknown, which is all about what my podcast is about, is trying to unearth some of those answers.
Yeah. And your podcast, one of the first ones I actually followed faithfully, yours and Gwen's husband's. Michael's, the paranormal one, and in yours.
Thank you.
And I think that was how your and I friendship really got going, because I kept pestering you on there about.
Yeah, and I kept trying to get you on.
I didn't even want on. But
I actually had you scheduled, and then you're like, "Oh, I'll give up my spot."
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like you forced.
Yes, but it was for the Snarly Owl movie. The Snarly Owl movie.
So the reason
was a
why he
legit.
gave it up.
Yes, it was.
I mean, he could have just came on with them.
You
I have the capacity to have multiple screens.
You know I love you, and I'll be on your show. I'm just very camera shy.
Right now.
You're like literally.
You're on my show right now.
I mean, like, yeah. You know what I mean.
I know.
Yeah.
And I will. And what I'm going to do with it, I love.
I didn't even know if they can hear me.
Oh yeah, they can. These are Rode mics. They're very good mics. So
nice.
Crystal.
Yeah. So I'm glad you guys met. I'm glad you kind of got that, because I know we've talked about it, getting that experience in the paranormal. What is your I was asking her, like, what got her? What was your interest? What got her into the paranormal? Why paranormal?
Okay, so I had been watching horror movies since I was 5-6 years old. I grew up in the 70s when Bigfoot made it big and all that, so I was into the cryptids and monsters, the ghost stories, and all that stuff. I love the local ghost lore and everything that in the local areas wherever I've lived and stuff, and I've always had an interest in it. And then when I decided to go down the Cryptid road and bring Snarly Owl tales to the surface, so people would find out that this area actually has its own cryptids and teach people about it, I just still was more interested in the paranormal. But then there's some paranormal tied in with some of the Snarly Owl stories. And I've spent a couple years trying to get a team to collaborate with and to work with and stuff like that. And I've gotten some interest. And I've actually had 2 teams just absolutely wanted to work with me, then shut down and they quit. So I never got an opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a lot of changeover in paranormal. There's a lot of misguided adventures, should I say? And then people realize, oh, this isn't for me. And
that was one of my main
without going into the drama of it.
Yeah, I can't stand the drama on any of the sides. But I'm not into it for the drama. I'm into it to learn. And I don't know if this is the road I want to go, but I want to learn about it so I can see if it's the road I want to go.
Yeah.
But I want to do it in more, I guess, a scientific way, where I want to learn the truth and help people, rather than to be taking my pictures in front of big locations. I want to go in and help people in that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It's about helping, knowing the history, learning the histories.
Yes. What?
Knowing the history, stuff like that. Isn't that?
Huh?
Brewery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Lindsay's husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's a good friend. He came out to support us. No, I know that
because I know him from there.
He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
Okay. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Sorry, that's our own personal drama. We're not going to talk about that.
No.
We'll cut this one out when I go edit it.
I have no choice.
We can cut me all the way out.
I'm not cutting you all the way out.
Because you're on live, so you're just stuck. You're welcome.
There's always the replay.
You love me.
See, I should have been in the middle. That way I could have been a rose surrounded by thorns.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I'm right where I am.
Now I'm completely off track. What you oh, the history and some paranormal connection to the Snarly Owl. The Snarly Owl is a local cryptid around here from South Mountain, correct?
Yeah, South Mountain, and it's kind of the tri-state area of the Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia, up into around South Mountain in Maryland over into Loudoun County, Hillsborough, Virginia.
Okay.
And I've actually had reported sightings of snarly owl down in near, I can't think of the name of the mountain, down by Chickamauga, Georgia.
Okay.
Lookout Mountain.
So almost like like an
Yeah,
Appalachian
and
thing.
it's the same mountain range that runs all the way down, of course. And
The Appalachian Mountains. Yeah.
yeah, so that's the farthest out that I've heard of a reported sighting.
Oh wow. And that's like, I think there's a lot of different dog men, but he is a dog creature. A lot of people don't know snarly owl.
No, they don't, and a lot of people confuse snarly owl. I have had never heard of seen in writing or had a report of snarly owl being bipedal, and some people misquote that.
Because Dogman is
bipedal.
Yes.
Dueyo is bipedal, and Dueyo is another one that's local. Dueyo is in Pennsylvania. They call it the Hexen wolf.
Okay.
But Dueyo goes from South Mountain up into Pennsylvania. Dueyo is the mortal enemy of the snallygaster and all that.
Yeah. So there is so many cryptids, and you know way more than we do.
Yeah.
I just started. I'm Paranormal World that has branched over into the cryptid world because
Well, I
of you.
drove you into it.
Well, you and Gwen, yes, you and Gwen, you drove me in more than anything. Like it was like, oh, okay, what's this about? I'm gonna get my feet wet, and now I'm totally into it,
Yes.
and I just love it.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of interesting stories. There's a lot of truth behind a lot of the stories, and I didn't see Gwen's speech, but I know Gwen.
Yeah.
She's not only like one of my best friends, but
We can
she's
go
my
back and
business
watch it
partner.
later.
But I know how she feels about the research, and she studies it.
She's very
And-
scientific.
exactly.
Yes.
And that is kind of like the approach that I want. I'm kind of a natural skeptic anyway. But that's kind of the approach I
We're
want. with
having
the
a lecture on
side.
paranormal, so come on in and join us.
Yes, I'm going to have to get back to my show.
That's fine.
You're good.
So everybody, this
Thank
is
you.
Dave,
Thank you, everybody.
from the Snarly Owl, and go check out
And-
snarlyowl.com. Yes. So
Thank
we are starting
See
to
you,
wrap up
Dave.
here. Anyway. That's yours. Yeah.
Did I put it back on?
Straight. So we are going to start. I mean,
I can't work
big-
it. Oh, there we go.
what time? I don't even know what time it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'm I'm good.
Okay, so we're going to start wrapping up anyway. Nicole, I'd like you to give us one last words or final words of, I don't know, wisdom, advice, anything you
So-
want to tell people out there in the paranormal world.
I think my biggest thing is even myself, I've seen a lot of people be like, I really want to do this, and they're scared. They're hesitant. Just do it. Literally just go to a house,
Just
get
do
a
it.
bunch of friends. Just go. Just do the thing.
Just do the thing.
Just do the thing.
Just do the thing. And if you get scared, you scream. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Seriously.
I'm from Long Island, so I actually have been to the Amityville Horror House.
So we have a guest. We are live. No, you're fine.
No,
Yes.
you're fine. You're fine.
We
You're
want
fine. You're fine.
questions. We
More.
want questions. Yes.
Talk.
This
yeah.
is a live interactive. We won't put you on camera.
No, you don't have to.
But, so we have a guest in the audience that said that she has been to the Amityville house.
To the Amityville house.
That's-
It was very heavy.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could tell we were teenagers, but we only stayed for a very short amount of time. But you could tell like some weird going on.
Yeah.
So really heavy energy and you were teenagers. Did you like sneak in there? Is that
We were kids.
because we all did that?
I mean, we.
We ran.
Uh-huh.
We did the Hail Mary full of grace just in case.
Yes. Yes. Say those rosaries. Yes. Let's talk about that. And that's a good way to end it. I'm glad you brought that up, talking about saying the Hail Marys. I'm a Catholic, but there's many different religions and many different things out there. I'm more of a mystical, witchy Catholic. I always put protections in place before and after I go to investigate. Do you have a ritual or something that you do?
So I practice like paganism
Okay.
and I guess witch. I always carry my black tourmaline on me.
Mhm.
It's always on my neck, even just around like people,
Yeah.
because sometimes people can be exhausting. So, like I always have that. Halo Santo. I use
Uh-huh.
that.
So smudging, burning,
smudging, burning,
smoke cleansing. Yes.
There's a lot of different things that, depending on the situation. But if anything, the tourmaline I just feel protects me.
Mhm.
Like I'm comfortable with that. But my biggest thing is whatever your religion is, use that to protect yourself. Don't dabble into other things because sometimes it just won't work.
Absolutely. We actually had a haunted doll at a location we were at. There was multiple religions there. There's a pagan group and a Catholic group. So we did both on the doll. When we locked the doll up, we did the Hail Marys. We have the crucifix on her. We did holy water, but then they did some of their pagan rituals.
Yeah.
The little circle around her and salt and everything like that. So yeah, I think that, whatever you feel like, I think that's the biggest thing, especially newcomers coming into this field.
Yeah.
Is to make sure you're protected. Like there are some things out there that are scary and you don't want to get a hold of you.
Yeah. My biggest thing is to, like, if I have a team come with me, Dave is a Christian and we're all from different patterns and different backgrounds. And I mean, I grew up in a Baptist family and here I am.
Yeah. I'm very eclectic in my stuff. So it's like,
so here I am, but I try to tell everybody, when you come, do what protects you. Like I use Florida water too a lot.
Yep.
I love Florida water. It's my friend.
Yeah. I have St. Benedict and St. Michael and so it's all of that.
Yeah.
But so everybody, thank you for joining us. Do you have any more other questions for our speaker today? So thank you all for joining us on another episode of Becoming Enchanted. We're also live on
Open Portal Paranormal
Open Portal. So thank you
Facebook
for
page.
this collab that we're doing right now. You can always go back and watch the video later. You can go check out, for those on my channel, Open Portal Paranormal on Facebook.
Yep.
Do you have a website yet, or is it just on Facebook?
So I don't have a website. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube's still new.
Okay.
I am still new. This whole team is new. Like I said, I've been doing this since like 2016 roughly with other teams. And then I was like, I'm going to do my own. Yeah. It's like, you know what? I am just going to go off on my own.
And I'm so glad you did. We need
Me
more
too.
women in the paranormal.
That's my whole point.
And more women-led teams.
Yes.
And I love that Dave really embraces that, because we have all of the speakers today are women. We have a woman Bigfoot researcher, a woman paranormal, and a woman eclectic, whatever you want to call me. I do a little bit of everything. So podcast, medium,
Just jack of all trades.
Reiki master, MC today, apparently. So, yes. I thank you guys. Go check her out over on Open Portal Paranormal. And that is a tongue twister for me.
OPP. With OPP.
Go to OPP. All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Tune back in another hour for my
next time,
live
Bill Rickey, we
presentation.
need you to hunt down Bigfoot for us, you big jerk.
Yes, Bill.
So I didn't want to share this.
Yes.
But